It's been a week and you're still mad at me. Whenever Hiroki gets in a bad mood, he ignores me until I give in. If I don't apologize soon enough, he tells his mother, who then scolds me. Manami, aren't you embarrassed acting like this at your age? What kind of example are you setting for your child with these fights? If you just apologize, everything will be fine. I'm sorry. Every time my mother-in-law scolds me, I feel like I'm being childish, so I end up apologizing to Hiroki. But after a certain incident, I decided to stop putting up with it. 2 weeks after Hiroki started ignoring me, I began living as if Hiroki didn't exist.
Hey, where's my dinner?
I didn't prepare any meals, and I completely ignored him when he talked to me. This made Hiroki furious.
Don't you dare mess with me. Who do you think is supporting you?
Wow, you really have the nerve to say that. I know everything.
What?
Hiroki turned pale when he heard the truth I revealed. And because of his actions, he ended up losing everything. I'm Manami, a 40-year-old housewife. Hiroki and I got married at work. We were colleagues who started at the same time. When our daughter Haruka was born, Hiroki suggested I become a stay-at-home mom.
Manami, for the sake of our child, I want you to quit your job and become a full-time housewife.
What? But I still want to work. I just got assigned to a new project. Can I just take a short maternity leave?
I'll take responsibility for your work. I want you to focus on raising our child. Don't worry, I'll help with housework and childcare so you can return to work soon.
Well, if that's the case. I had mixed feelings, but for the sake of our child, I decided to quit my job. Manami, it's a shame to lose someone as talented as you, but you're welcome to return any time. We'll be waiting for you.
You are an essential part of our company.
Thank you. I definitely come back. Everyone at work sent me off warmly. I felt guilty about leaving, but I tried to stay positive. Even though I feel bad about leaving a gap at work, I need to be a good mom first. I have to do my best to return to work someday. But it didn't take long for me to realize that choice was a mistake. Hey, Hiroki, how many times have I told you to clean up your dishes after eating?
Huh? Stop nagging. You have all the time in the world, so just do it. I've been working all day.
All the time in the world? I've been busy with housework and childcare all day too. Don't act like I'm just being lazy.
You don't get it. I have been busting my ass to cover the work you left behind. It's all your fault. I'm exhausted.
What? You're the one who told me to quit my job. Don't put this on me. And you promised to help with the housework and childcare. If you just cooperate, I could go back to work anytime.
Shut up. You are just a housewife. I'm the one with a real job.
Hiroki? Hiroki became more and more selfish. No matter what I said, he wouldn't change his behavior. The next morning after one of those arguments, Hiroki woke up clearly in a bad mood. Good morning, Hiroki. Breakfast is ready. Hey, at least answer me. Here we go again. Whenever he gets in a bad mood, he just ignores me. I usually apologize and try to make up, but it's time I stand up to him. Hey, Hiroki, how long are you going to keep sulking like this? Aren't you embarrassed acting like this as an adult?
Huh.
If you're waiting for me to apologize, don't bother. I'm tired of your selfishness. If you keep sulking like this, you're just a big kid. I'm already busy taking care of Haruka. I don't have time to babysit you too. Hiroki? No matter what I said, it was useless with Hiroki. A week passed, and nothing changed. It's been a week, and you're still mad at me?
Huh.
Enough already. I told you, I'm not going to babysit you. If you think everyone will always cater to your moods, you're wrong. That kind of attitude is only acceptable for toddlers. Fine. Stay like that forever if you want. Even after scolding and ignoring him, Hiroki wouldn't stop ignoring me. He even started ignoring our daughter Haruka. There, I'm sorry. What's wrong? There. Hey, Hiroki! Haruka's crying. Why aren't you doing anything? I told you she's at a dangerous stage now and she's crawling. If you're nearby, at least check on her. Hey, you're failing as a father.
You are the one failing as a mother.
What? Huh? A call from my mother-in-law? What is it? Hello? I've heard, Manami. You're fighting with Hiroki. What? Hiroki, did you really run to your mom? You're such a child. I didn't want to say this, but Manami, aren't you embarrassed acting like this as an adult? Huh? Sure, Hiroki might be in the wrong. Even as his mother, I admit he's selfish. But what good is it to fight in front of your child? If you just apologize, everything will be fine. Maybe my mother-in-law is right. Even if Hiroki is wrong, for Haruka's sake, it might be better if I apologize. I'll listen to you later, but for now, just make Hiroki happy. If he's a big child, you have to be the adult, Manami. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to, but I apologize this time. If a fake apology will satisfy him, so be it. Hiroki,
You got scolded by mom? I knew you were wrong.
What?
You started this by mouthing off. You were just a useless housewife. So know your place. I'm the one working hard here. Support me like a good housewife should.
What?
What? If you have something to say, go ahead. No one will take your side anyway.
Fine, let's get a divorce.
What?
I said let's get a divorce. I wasn't apologizing because I thought I was wrong. I was trying to make things better for Haruka. But thinking about it, as long as you don't change, we'll keep fighting. That's worse for Haruka. I'll pack my things and leave. Goodbye.
Wait. Manami, please. Wait.
I took Haruka and left the house. A few hours later, my mother-in-law called me. Hello, Manami? I'm really sorry for what I said earlier. I'll make Hiroki apologize. So can you come back? Alright. This is his last chance. Convinced by my mother-in-law, I went back home. At the entrance, Hiroki was waiting, kneeling.
Manami, I'm sorry. I was wrong.
What?
Mom scolded me harshly, and I realized I need you. Manami, please, don't divorce me.
Honestly, I wasn't sure I could forgive Hiroki. But having father would be better for Haruka. It's frustrating, but I can't let Haruka suffer because of this. Alright, I'll forgive you this time.
Manami.
But if you do this again, it's really over. Remember that.
I got it. I'll never do this again. I promise.
So Hiroki apologized, and the incident seemed to be over. But the next day, Hiroki's behavior hardly changed. Hiroki, dinner's ready.
Huh.
Are you still sulking? After a whole night, are you still mad? I told you I won't forgive you next time.
Oh.
Answer me properly. Haruka is watching. Aren't you embarrassed as a father?
Shut up.
No matter how much I scolded him, Hiroki wouldn't talk to me properly. He probably thought it was okay as long as he wasn't completely ignoring me. But I wasn't going to let it slide. I started preparing for divorce little by little. Hello, Yoshie. I'm calling to inform you that I tend to divorce Hiroki. I understand. What? I expected my mother-in-law to oppose the divorce, but she accepted it surprisingly easily. To be honest, if you can't be happy, then it's okay to divorce Hiroki. My late husband was also like Hiroki, ignoring me when he was in a bad mood. I told you to put up with it for Haruka's sake, but making you suffer to keep Hiroki happy will just distort Haruka's upbringing. I'm truly sorry for saying such harsh things. Yoshie, leave the past divorce arrangements to me. It's my fault Hiroki turned out this way, so I'll take responsibility for him. Thank you. My mother-in-law went through the same thing I did. I wish I could free her too, but the least I can do is have a peaceful divorce. With that in mind, I proceeded with the divorce preparations and contacted my former workplace about returning. It'd be awkward to work in the same department as Hiroki, but it's a big company, so maybe I can work in a different department or branch. However, my former boss revealed the shocking truth to me. What? Is that true? 2 weeks after Hiroki started ignoring me, with all preparations complete, I began ignoring Hiroki. When I stopped making breakfast every morning, Hiroki lashed out at me.
Hey, where's breakfast? I know you can hear me. Don't ignore me. Hey!
You're the one who started this. There's no point in talking to you anymore. Haruka, the food is delicious, isn't it?
Hey! Don't you dare ignore me. Who do you think is supporting you? I'm the one covering for your absence at work. I'm a respectable member of society, unlike you. Oh, I get it. You are thinking of going back to work to avoid my complaints about being a housewife? Too bad. You have no place to return to. I'm doing all the work you used to do now. It was weird that you were the only one getting attention when we joined together. Marrying you was the best thing I ever did. You do all the housework and childcare, and even handed over your job to me. Everyone at work was saying it too. Sure, you can do the job, but just talking to you makes them furious. You don't want to go back to a place where everyone hates you, do you? Do you get it now? You have nowhere else to go. Just stay here and do the housework and childcare, like you're supposed to.
After ignoring Hiroki, I let out a big sigh. Wow, you really have the nerve to say that. I know everything.
What?
Please come in. At my signal, my mother-in-law and my former boss Yomeko entered the room.
Yomeko? Mom?
Hiroki, how could you? I see. So Hiroki forced Manami to quit to make her life miserable.
Yomeko, it's not what you think. Why are you two here?
I called them to make a fair decision about your punishment. You still don't understand what you've done, do you?
Huh?
After I left, you spread lies about me to our colleagues, didn't you? That's why you took over all my work.
That's...
You tarnished my reputation so I couldn't return to work, right? Yomeko told me everything. But because you bad-mouthed me to our clients, we lost several major accounts. Many clients liked me, so it's no surprise. That's why the boss is here personally. Hiroki, since your harassment cost the company damage, you must be punished. Do you understand? And one more thing. You've been hitting on your female colleague, right? Constantly asking her out and trying to walk her home.
What? How do you know that?
The first to shout at Hiroki, who was practically confessing, was my mother-in-law. Hiroki, how could you do this to Manami? Hiroki cowered at his mother's uncharacteristically loud voice. The colleague you harassed reported it to her supervisor. By the way, none of our colleagues believed the lies you spread about me.
What?
That's how much trust Manami built up. You didn't notice, but everyone looks at you with disdain.
No.
Hiroki collapsed to his knees.
I didn't do anything wrong. Why am I being blamed for just being a little selfish?
Even now, you don't get it. Just so you know, I'm divorcing you.
What? Wait. I haven't done anything since then. Sure, I had a bad attitude, but I wasn't ignoring you. I'll apologize for bad-mouthing you to our colleagues. I won't stop you from returning to work.
If you think that will fix everything, you're mistaken. You still don't understand why I want a divorce.
Huh?
I said I'm divorcing you because your behavior negatively impacts your daughter Haruka. Don't you see that sulking like a child in front of her is just as harmful as ignoring her? You once told me you wanted me to quit my job for our child. I agreed because I thought it was best for Haruka. I never imagined that your very presence would become a negative influence.
No way.
Hiroki, I have something to say too.
Mom?
Starting today, I'm cutting ties with you. Don't think you can come back to my house.
What? No, Mom, you can't be serious.
I'm not joking. It's my fault for spoiling you all these years. I was going to take responsibility and look after you. But after hearing what you've done to Manami, I've changed my mind. Cutting ties with you is the best way to help you reform. From now on, you're on your own.
Mom, please, no. Yomeko, please. Tell her she's wrong. I'm not at fault here.
Hiroki, I can't keep you at the company any longer.
What?
I've lost all trust in you because you keep making excuses. You have to resign. Consider yourself lucky that we aren't suing you for the losses caused by your actions.
No way. I'm so sorry. Mom, Manami, Yomeko, please forgive me. I won't be selfish anymore. I won't spread lies. I'll change, I promise.
It's too late. We're no longer your guardians. Take responsibility for your actions. Aren't you a respectable member of society?
No, please don't abandon me.
And so, the whole saga started by Hiroki came to an end. As promised, Hiroki and I divorced. He was fired from his job and cut off by his mother. Moreover, he threw a tantrum when he was forced to leave, and the police had to drag him out of the company.
I'm not at fault. It's not my fault.
He continued to act out at the police station, which resulted in a criminal record.
Why did this happen? It's not my fault.
After his release, Hiroki tried to live alone, but he couldn't manage since he had never helped with housework.
Where did my life go wrong?
He ended up borrowing money recklessly and is now living in debt. He has tried to contact me several times, but I have ignored all his attempts. I don't need Hiroki in my life anymore. Meanwhile, thanks to Yomeko's arrangements, I was able to return to work. Welcome back, Minami. Welcome back!
We've been waiting for you.
Everyone. As Yumiko had said, my colleagues didn't believe the lies about me at all. Of course we trust you over that dishonest jerk.
Yeah, exactly.
My return to work went smoothly, and I was even selected to be part of a new project. Everything is going well in my professional life. As for my daughter Haruka, she is growing up healthily with the help of my parents and mother-in-law. I'm home. Thank you for looking after Haruka, Yoshie. It's no problem. I enjoyed it too. Though I still have some resentment toward my mother-in-law for not supporting me initially during the ordeal. I realize she represents what I could have become if I had stayed with Hiroki. So I've decided to treat my mother-in-law as part of the family. I believe she deserves happiness too. There, Haruka, you're so adorable. Haruka really loves you, Yoshie. Haruka will definitely not grow up to be like Hiroki. No, I will make sure she never does. Determined to be a good role model, I will continue to live happily with my family.